I've just walked across the square. Hundreds of people slept here last night, bringing their own blankets and mattresses and making makeshift shelters out of construction material. And this morning they're sweeping their doorsteps, as it were, and picking up the litter. There are also other people selling tea and bagels. Taksim has become a little village, much like Tahrir Square in Cairo during the heyday of the Egyptian revolution 2 years ago. Now, Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan is out of the country today, and the acting Prime Minister is Bülent Arınç, who so far has taken a softer line on the protests. So the question is, will Arınç tell the police to leave the protesters alone today, or will he maintain Erdogan's crackdown and we will see the riots that we saw in Ankara yesterday? There are members of the cabinet who support the view of President Abdullah Gül, who said yesterday that democracy is not just voting in elections. Peaceful dissent should be tolerated.
Jasper, the protests are now in their 5th day. Have they produced a leader?
No, Claire, this is interesting. They haven't. When the protests began here a week ago, there was an action group that wanted to preserve the park down there. But that group has been swept aside by the tsunami of other demonstrators. And in a sense, the protests are led by the cause itself. And the cause is encapsulated by the most popular chant that you hear these people saying. Tayyip istifa, Tayyip istifa. Tayyip is the Prime Minister's middle name. Istifa means resign. There's a police car down there that has been turned onto its side, and it's become a bulletin board for the protesters to write notices. And they're saying, Erdogan, hands off our education. Stop telling women to have 3 children. They're condemning the intimidation of the media and the military's excesses in the Kurdish campaign. Now, the breadth of these grievances show why these protests have become the most sustained challenge to Erdogan in his 10-year premiership.